Check 1, 2. We are now live and ready to start trading. We are seeing unprecedented volume coming through on the open, shifting our short-term outlook.
All right. Good morning, everybody on YouTube this morning. We're live, Mike, Wall Street Cowboy, BluSky. So, how was your weekend? Let me know how your weekend was, what you did over the weekend. Did you think about trading? Probably not. I didn't, not at all. But anyway, we did see the market come down last night a little bit, right over here, as you can see. And then it kind of jumped back and forth and just kind of been kind of crappy. Some good moves here, but nothing, that worth staying up for all night long. So now we got that range going. As you guys can see, I've already got the box drawn for the range this morning. We're not really doing much right now, but what we are trying to do is we are trying to make sure that these bulls will hold the 94. If we can hold the 94, I think we can get a trade, but we're not really going to worry about the 94 right now. I would really like to see us get back to 716. Now, at the open, 94 will lead us to the 716, and that's the trade we're looking for, unless we pull back. Now, our pullback area this morning is probably going to be down to 64. So if we get that pullback to 64, we are going to be looking for long at 64. So what are we looking for, guys? 94 long, 64 long. Okay. So 94 long will take us to 716. 64 long will take us to 94, back to 716, which leads into 720. So these are the kind of places we're looking at this morning. If we do have a bear come in here and ruin the party, it's probably going to go from 64 down to 39.40. So if these bears start showing their ugly little face this morning, they might trip that 64 down to 40, down to 33, and probably even down to 15, 16 when the 10. So 10 would be kind of cool if we can get to go to 610. But right now we won't be concerned over it. We're just going to wait and see what happens here at the open, and then we'll go from there. We'll just adjust to it. Got about 7 minutes, so let's just chill and wait. But I do think that 64 short could be a problem, or 64 long. As you can see over here on the screen, guys, the one you're looking at, that's the one that I look at over there for you guys. That's why I'm always turning this way. So can we stay within the 64 and the 94? That's the good thing if we can, because right now the bears are trying to bring it down. They are at the 60, 80. And I'm watching them on this other chart. They're not pushing it hard, but they're there. And we could see it. We could see this come back, because if you look at this right here on your chart, let me go up here and move this. You see, I got the down move here. You got the up, the down, and we broke up here. But we could come back down about halfway. We could wind up at 530, 520 down here, somewhere in this area right here. We could short all the way back down, but not to the bottom. The bulls will probably try to stop it somewhere in here if they're smart, or here. But you got the bears that might go poop and then back up again. Because look at this over here. See this? There's that really big low down here. We almost got it here, almost came back here. So you got the low, the next low, the next low, the next low, but all the lows they've made have been higher than this low, which means the bears are not, doing their thing. So anyway, here's that 64 short right here. So we know 64 short could play here. Now the bears have a good move here. If they do this the right way, they'll take 64 to 40 in a heartbeat. If they don't, it's going to go 64 long back the other direction. So What are we waiting for, guys? If it goes 64 short before the open and winds up at like 40.33 and stays short, we know we captured that 33 short down there, and we're probably going to wind up really making some good trade off of that. But right now, 64 is dangerous. It's dangerous to be in that short because we don't know if it's going to hold. Right now, it's not holding at all. It's not. It's about, they're going to have to break a little lower for it to come on down. There he goes. A little lower. Come on. You got to get past the 52. If you don't get 52, not happening. You get 52, it's probably going to come short. You would need 52 and 50. If you can't get 50, not happening. Oh, there's 49. So we got the 50. So now it's 50 down to 48 and 48 low. So let's see if these bears are going to come down. I'm not going to trade this right now. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if the bulls are going to let these guys come all the way down here to 33 or 16 and then take the long. And if they do, it's going to wipe them all out anyway. But we might be able to capture this 33 short, guys. I'm going to try to get short on 33 right here. Oh, not long. Well, I'll take the long. Whoops. I made a mistake and went long. Wow. That's hilarious. That's hilarious right there. I missed that one. So guys, we're going to try to get to 33 short. But like I said, it could have been long. That was hilarious. $700 on a mistake. See that? There goes that rise, guys. That's what I'm talking about right there. 33 could be a problem for us. So that's hilarious. $700 mistake made. And actually made money off of it. That's pretty cool. So guys, 39.40. 40, if it don't break 40, pulls back to 40, we're going long at 40. So just remember that. 40 long, 33 long, and here it comes. We're back to 50. Now, the next one, if you missed it, guys, will be 64. 64 long at the open. Or right before the open. Yeah, we're gonna kill this. This thing is gonna wind up going back up. I do believe we are gonna fly up. If we can hold about the 49. I'm looking at it over here on this one going, okay, good. Come on, bulls, just hold. Just hold, bulls. That's all you gotta do. 64, guys. 64 right before the open could be fun. But remember, we are showing the bears. So we could go up and rip straight back down. So just watch this trade. If you take the 64 long, I'm going to probably take it. But if I do take it, I'm going to get money and get out of it because it's going to probably whip back to 33 and go short. You got to be prepared for that whip because we're going to probably get one, maybe. But right now, the bulls are trying to hold. They are trying to hold it, guys. Let's see what we do. 64, come on. Slow. This is going to be good because it's a slow open. I'm looking for 33 long. Look at that. See that? See, I want to get that 33 long. I just barely missed it. So 64 long. See that? We got there, made some money up there. But we want to go down here, guys. We want to come short at 600. 600 short. 600 short down to 85 and 81. 85, 81 short. 85, 81 short, guys. And it's just going to come on down, get to 61, come back down here to about 52. Now, if we go back long this time, we're going 16 long. Okay? We're going to go 16 long if we come back right here. 16 long. 16 would be a place to be if we can get them to hold. If we can't get them to hold, we don't have to worry about it going back down again. But we want to try to retrace, if we can, the 16 back to 40. Okay, so they're wanting 16 to 40 for the bulls. Bears are wanting 16 short. So it's either one here. You can get money on either side of this, but you got to be careful. I'm staying long for a minute. Here we go. See, there they come short now. 16 short. There you go. But remember, if it bounces back, guys, it's going to be 600, 601. And there we go. So we're going to make 500 there, 400 there, 700 here, whatever. We're just going to take it and get out until it makes a move and we hold it. And here we go. There's the move I'm looking for right there. Back to 64, like I told you. It's going to go right back up here to 64, 84, probably 91 and 94. We want 94 to clear, guys. You get 94 to clear, it's over. It's over at 94. The Bears will be done at 94. But you're going to play here for a few minutes before we break 94. But good thing is, we're probably going to do it and make our money and be done. I'm done. All right. Good deal. One trade. Well, two trades now. 32. It's 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. We got 11 grand. Bye. Have a good day. There's a 94. So you want the 94 to go to 701, back to 715, break to 21. 21's a good entry, guys. 21 up to 30, 30, 33, and 40 are also good entries later. 33, 40. 17's a good entry. 33, 40. Okay? Boom. Easy done. Done, guys. I hope you enjoyed this trade because this is massive. 17K in less than 3 minutes. Right on. That's perfect. Good to see this, guys. We want the 34 to come up here, but okay, so we know the pullback's 21, pullback 16. Your big pullback is going to be 94. All those are entries. 94, 16, 33, 21. You just got to wait until she crosses over and starts making money. We want to break the 37 here if we can and keep motivating north. We'd like to. I know we're trying to do, guys. We're trying to get back up here somewhere around the 29,000, but not 29,000, 30,000. Sorry, but I really think the good place for us to be through the traffic is about 781. But you got to break this box that we're in. See the box we're in, guys? We got to get through this. Don't worry about this red marker. Ooh, sorry. Don't worry about the red marker here because this is something from Friday that's not there anymore. And this blue one's not here either. So don't worry about the markers because they're not there. Okay, anyway. As we try to push still, we just hold this. Where are we going to get out if it comes back? 694. 694, I'm out. So 58 is a good place we're trying to get to, guys. If we can break 58, we're probably going to move again. But right here is a good trade. 37 is a good trade to 58, guys. 37, 58, 60. 37, 58, 60. There goes the 60. Now we're trying to push from 60 to 70. We want 60 and 70. Okay, so you want 58, 60, 70. You can always get into 55, get to 60, run to 70, get those 15 points. Get those 15 points, bank those 15 points, wait to 75. And then she'll cross 75 to 81. We're looking for about 60 to 81 now in that range. That's the trade we're looking for, about 60 to 81. You can go early 55, but we're looking for 60, 81. If we don't get it, we're going to get pulled back. Where's that pullback that we need to be concerned about? It's 34, guys. As long as they don't come under 34, we're staying long. 34 and 21. I hope we get a lot of followers today. 20 grand. Boom. Done. So I have to scale out, man. Take your money. It's nice to be done in 6 minutes. Look at this, man. This wants to pull back to 32.33, but hey, we'll get the 33 pull back, the 18 pull back. That's fine. 33 and 18 are both longs again. I don't think the bulls are going to give this candle total up, but who knows? You know how it goes, guys. People make their money and they jump out. And this is what you're seeing now. You're seeing the bears get most of it back because most of the guys that made their money are out. They're getting out of it. They're slowly cutting these trades and just like me, I'm scaling. I scaled out. I'm done. I'll scale, but we're probably going to go long again about the 64 anyway. 64 long, 72 long, 81, 94, right? So we know 94 long, guys. 94 is a good place to be. And see, you see how this candle right here on your screen is showing almost a takeover? This is not true. It's not true. You think it's true, but it's not. The bears do not control this. They control the 15-minute candle, but really they don't. This is still a bullish candle, okay? Because it's going to come back to 64 and go long again. See how we get the candle who we think we see it, and we start trying to trade it short because we don't look at the higher time frame, and they're still green. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. All right. So we got to go 64, guys, back to 75. Let's go, 75. Come on, 75. Just hold there and get back up to 94. Let's be funny. Come on, let's get real here. Go to 94. Break 94 and just move back up. 81 is good, though. 81 to 94, guys. And 94 to 716. That's what we want. Just straight back up. But it's a Monday, guys. Most people on Monday take the money, boom, out, and go find something else to do. They're not going to sit on these charts all day. They just want to get in and get out. And that's what I do, in and out. Coffee sure is good. Okay, let's go. Come on, let's make this thing move. Come on, bulls. So the bears have control right here, but oh, bears, I swear. These guys kill me. We're probably going to get this to the go bearish again. I'll wait to see what these bears are going to do. They keep trying to take it, but they're not because the cap levels, guys, are killing them. So everybody wants to go long at 55 and 71 now. So everybody's wanting to go long at 71 for the bulls, and I don't know why, but they are. See the 71? Boom, breakout, 71. That's hilarious. So now, guys, they're going to feed up here to about 704 and try it again. So 704 is where the bulls want to be, or 84. 84 is 74, but remember the bears are at 82. So, or excuse me, yeah, 82. 82 bears are sitting there. The bulls want to stay away from 82, and they want to keep going north. Okay, so if you can stay away from 82, it's going to roll back up. 84 to 704, 704 to 707, 707 to 710, 710 will break to 715. That's where we're sitting. So now it's 715, and here comes the bears again. But see, the bears made their caps low. So now, guys, if it doesn't hit the 76, we don't got to worry about it. We just stay long. There you go. Let's just go, man. So now we got 723, and bears are at 702. Can the bears go to 702? So see if it gets past the 2, guys. That's where you got to worry. So I'm just telling you where you got to worry about. So now it's the 13 for the bears. Now it's the 16 for the bears. See the 16? See the bears trying to go short at 16? Didn't work, did it? Now it's 17. Now the bears want the 20, but the bulls keep pushing, right? So the bulls are just trying to get this 35 and 40 done. But the bears want to come back to 23. The bulls want 43. Okay. Once you break 43, you start climbing, you're going to get that 54, 61. Okay. But right now we got to have 55, and the bears want 35. Watch the 35 pull back down to 33 right there. See it? See that 33 pull back? That 33 goes to 24 and fades down to 20. Now the bears have made a problem. If they don't get to 22, it doesn't pull back. You can go long again and kill it. So they got to get to 20. If the bears don't go to 20, we just go long. If they can't get to 20, we stay long. We just stay long. Because you can go long to 30, 32 here, 33. If you can get 30, 32, 33, and it will try to come all the way back up to 55. But if they get that 20, they're going to come short on you or try to. Now it's 18. They're digging a hole. Bears are digging a hole. So now they want 36 long. Yeah, 36 long to try to push it back to the top of 43. Now watch, 18. Bears don't get 18. This candle starts pulling back, going back up, pulling back, going back up. And the reason that is because the bears know they got to get to 18. They have to get to 36 to 18 short. And if it don't work, bulls take it right back. It's hilarious. I know it sounds like a lot, guys, like an auctioneer, but hey, this is how you have to learn and understand what I'm doing. 59 is a good place to be now. Now it's going to be 66. So 66. Bears want the 46. So where can we get in? Okay, guys. In case you don't know where to get in this morning, the longs are 42, 30, well, let's see, 35, 42, 54, and 60, right? 35, 42, 55, and 60. Those are where we're trying to stay long. We know we can. We just want to see this thing run up there. I know what we want to do, though. We want to get up here to about 81, man, so we can start making a real statement. Right now, we're just making dumb statements because we have traffic from 70 to 82. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. You see right here? You see this 70 line? Well, that's 68. 70, right? See this? Right there. We got to get that. Okay. We need that. We need that box. That's the 82 box. We break that 82, then you're going to see it fly all the way to where? Right about there. Okay. 94. So we got to get this box over here to break, guys. We just wanted to come up. There it is. There it is. And that's exactly what we want. We want this 81, 82 to 94 there. The blue line right there. And there she comes. And then from there, you want the 802. Right. Let's see. Right there. 802. 802, we want to break to 816. So we want to get that line, 94. And then 91, 94, 82, 802. Now, the bulls are going to hold this because, let's go. Oh, pull back. So remember, guys, the 80, the 82, 81 are perfect trades right here if you can get the hold. But your biggest pullback is going to be 70. Whoop, there's our 802. Now, can we get to 816? 816, let's go. And there it is. And now we go run up here, and we're going to jump to 34 here. This is a good trade right here. If we can get 16 to work, it's going to jump to 34, guys. If it doesn't work, it's going to pull back at 802 and jump to 34 again. So that's what we're looking for. 802, 34. Come on, 34. Let's go. 802 to 34. And then 34, guys, if we can get 34, is going to be 40. What is that, 46? Looks like it's 46. It is 46. So we want the 16 up here, right about here, guys, right there. We'll say 17 to be safe. And we want this right there, right? And then you want to step from this here, and you want to be sitting about right there. Okay, that's it. So now we get these pullbacks coming through again, and we're going to scale. So we know that 81 is the long again. Remember, 81, guys, you're going to see this chart I drew, that box. See the box? You got to break it. You have to be on the other side of this box to make this work. Okay. If not, you're going to pull back to 55, 54. Then the dangerous pullback at 41, 33. But it's all right. Pull back. It's no big deal. We're going to go right back where we came from anyway. So we already know this. 17. Let's go. 8, 17. Come on. 16, 17. We got to get this thing to break 802 for the entry. 802 entry, 17. Okay. 794 entry. Those are good entries at 94. 94 is a good entry. 802 is a good entry on the pullback. 80 is a good entry. 81 is a good entry. So that way you kind of know, guys. But they're trying to get the 716, or excuse me, 816 entry to go to the 834. Think of the 834, man. I think they're going to push it again. But you got to get up here. If you can't get up here and hold this, we're just going to keep trying until we, I guess, figure it out at 10 o'clock, which is 10 minutes. The bulls are waiting for that 10 o'clock candle, just like I am. Because if we're way up here, guys, at 10 o'clock, and we're sitting on top of this, and we get that candle, we're probably going to push higher. If we don't, then yeah, I suspect pullbacks from bears. The bears might come in and flatten us out. So, or, make us close our trades at 10. But it's all right. It's cool. Not a big deal. Let's go. Just keep it going. So, guys, if you're holding these trades from the open this morning, like I am, I'm still holding the trade from 9:30, 9:31. So, to hold because it's just never came back to where we were. We never came back down. We never came back down to the 618 entry. We just didn't. We've already been 200 points on this thing. 816 is 200-point trade. So we just wanted to stay up here. And to me, I'll scale out or whatever. But I probably wouldn't close this till like the 34. Excuse me. Okay, so if we come back all the way down to 34, I might scale everything out except for one and just wait. And just take profits. Just take all the profits that I can. You don't want to leave money on the table, guys. If you got 30 grand showing, take 10 of it at least. 15. I like to take half. Take half your money, bank it, and then that way you take the rest. Or if you get 30 and you wind up getting 26 out of it, that's fine. But don't get 30 and wind up with 4. That's just ridiculous. You don't want to do that. You just don't want to do that, guys. You want to keep everything you have, right? See, I'm already out of most of this anyway. I only got 2 running, so I've only got like 4. Well, I think I got like 4,500 running. So we just come back and wait, guys. This can be an all-day hold for us. we're going to take 20, 25 out of it and let it run. We can always get back in, guys. You can always add contract to a trade. Taking your contracts out, taking your money out is important, but you can always add back in. But remember, though, when you do add back in and you're way down here on a trade, you're going to be way up here on that trade. So, do you really want to put money into this and risk it pulling back and wiping it out? Just leave it and let it go. So, right now, guys, 35 long, 35 long, and 18 long. 1835, and the pullback is 802. 802 long, 802 long, 816 long, and 35 long. Okay. It's not rocket science this morning, guys. This is the long. It's just staying long. Let's go over and look at these caps. Oh yeah, the Bears are trying to get 11, which the Bears want 5. If the Bears can get 5, they get a pullback. If they don't get 5, they don't get a pullback. Okay, remember that. If you don't see 5, no bear. You'll pull back, but if you don't see 5, Bears are just screwing around. You know, bears are sitting around looking at their food, but they can't get to it because the food's the 5. And now the food is the 12. Let's go. 35. Just like I said, guys, 35. All we're trying to do is get 35 to push to 45, to break 46. We got to break 46. Once we break 46, guys, there's a real nice trade from 46 to about 66. About 20 points up through there. And we already know it. So 46 to 66 is a good area. Ta-da. Let's go. Come on. We just keep messing around this 816 again. We love 816 this morning for some reason. And it's not really a big move. But I guess they want it. 16 to 35. Seems like to be the move to be here. 16, 35, 45. Right back up where we were, guys. Still pushing 33K on the day. Let's go. Good coffee. Another thing that's really good. Water, Saratoga. Love it. Not a sponsor, but could be. All right, let's go. 816. Come on, 16, go. What are we waiting on? I keep turning around looking at these charts, guys. $802, $816. $802, $816. Gonna pull all the way down to 64. Craziness. I think the Bulls might be done now unless they can power it back up because now the Bears are just wanting to pull us all the way back to 32 again if they can. But I don't, the 32 is bad because 32 will drop, guys, to about 16, 716. And 716 will drop way down into 94. So this is a good place also to get the scale. We want to scale out down here, 716. See that? Oh, there. We just want to scale out down here because now we're not playing anymore. So we know the Bears are trying to pull this back. So we're going to hold this. And why are we holding? Because there's one big level that we're looking at for our savior, and that is going to be 64. So 664, guys, is a place where the bulls will try to save this if they're going to. If they don't, it's going to come short to 40. So there's 3 or 4 little places right here that the bulls stop the bears. 64, 74, 84, and 94. Actually, it's pretty kind of cool there. 64 to 94 is that saving area. You get under 64, she's going to come down to 40. Watch. There's your 40. Then it's going to be 33. And then we're just going to close the straight soon. Because right now, if we hold 30, we're fine. We'll just keep it. If not, we'll close it. If she gets under 30, she's coming right down to 16. Over 30, she's going back long. So remember, guys, 30, 31 is a long to hold to go back. All right, back to 64. Look at that. Now, the bulls could stack trades here if they really wanted to, but I'm not sure if they will this morning, but that's what I'm thinking. I would stack a contract at 34 and kill these guys, but we're not going to do it. We're just going to go ahead and close this out, get done. So now we really can't go short yet, guys. This is all a sham. Okay, they want us to go short. They want us to go short down here. But the problem is we can't. We can't. Because we're going to get nailed down here trying. The only short we have is way down here about 50, no, excuse me, about 60, 64. The rest of this is just garbage because it's going to go right back up. Even though we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes is what I'm waiting on. 2 minutes. I'm not doing anything. Waiting to 10 o'clock. Because the 10 o'clock candle is going to decide this, guys. It's going to decide where we're going to go long in or short. Because this is not going to work. You're just going to see up and down right here. This is to take your money. So all it's going to do is take your money. We want to wait. Now, we know that the bulls are trying to get the market back at 15, 16. The bears think they can get the market back at 7, but it's not working. It's not going to work. It's too early. They should have come down. They stayed down if they want to keep the markets. Because the bulls are going to go long again at probably 40 and kill these guys. If the bulls get that 40 long and ride this back up to 64, I think they're done again. But the bears know they got that 600 that tries to help them go down to 85 and 80. But the problem is I'm not concerned about 85 and 80 because what concerns me the most is about the 60. I need these bears to be at 60 and 56 before I even try to get low with this. If you ain't at 56, it ain't worth messing with. I'm just not going to, guys, because we want a solid trade here. This is what we call taking your money. You're going to come down here. You're going to hit the 91, the 96, 82. All of that looks great going short, doesn't it? Looks like icing on the cake, but really it's not. It's just a fake down that these bulls either going to set these bears up and go straight back up and kill them, or the bears will finally get smart and come down to 56 and short this. See, there's a game. This is a game right here, and we got to learn how to play the game. And here goes the game right here. This is going to be it, guys. You're either going to get 600 to come down right here. See that 600 coming down? There we go. Now we can start looking at shorts like the 64 and 56. Okay. Now we can look at shorts. See how you look at shorts now because it's down here, but it doesn't mean it's going to stay short. But I have a feeling she's going to. 56 short is a perfect short, guys. 55, 56, right where I'm sitting. If we can hold it, but that's where we have to be short. Right where I got my marker, 55, 56. Right there. See, we knew we were going to make money there to 32, and we know we're going to make money to 25. So we got that good trade, $2,000, easy money. Now what we do, guys, is we wait. We got our money. Do we get back to 32? So 632 is our long. Okay, 632 long, guys. We're just going to wait. We're just going to take that little trade, take some money, wait for these idiots to come back to 32. We probably could get in early at 16, but we're not going to because it's going to pull back. Now, the Bears, you got to get – it's kind of funny. It's almost 100 points apart between the long and the short. It's really weird now. So the Bears got 100 points to go down to get a little short. The Bulls got about 100 points to go up before they get solid. Nobody's solid right now. Now, we can take pullback longs at 83, but that's going to be dangerous. We're just waiting to see if these Bulls will cap this. I really think 816 is going to be the same place. 616. I really think 616, guys, 616 could be a domination area for Bulls. It's kind of stupid, but it makes perfect sense. It really does. Come on, Bears. Are you going to come down to 33 and go short again, or are you just going to sit here? Because I'm not trading this until it breaks to 33 short. It's not worth it. Too many pullbacks. If you can get to 33, I might jump all over it short. But 33, no. If you get back to 16 long here. If the Bulls get this back in this, the Bears have a hard time with this. Because right now the Bears should be shorting, but they're not. They're getting held down here. Somebody is not wanting this to go short. Or the Bears are playing games to get us to go long to flush it. Okay? That's what happens all the time. This looks like a pre-flush, but it has to get the momentum and the money to do it. Right now, it's got that big buy on it, so I think it's going to be 16 long because they just can't keep it down. It's got a big long buy wick. So we wait. Sometimes, guys, you have to wait. We're not trading this because it's crazy, right? We don't want to jump in here and lose $2,000 or $3,000 just because we think we know where it's going to go. We already know where it's going to go. I know all the levels, but even though that we know the levels, we still got to be using our head and stay out of areas that's going to kill us because we don't want to do that. We should be 30 short to come on down, or we just have to wait. We probably well, we're not going to do that either. We're just going to wait. 16. We're going to wait for the 16. 616, guys. Right here. Right there. Above that line. See that line? That's what we want. You see this one? Right about there. There. There's the other one we were looking for. We want that 30 down there. We want to see these Bears come down here and breach this 39 or 30, 31, 32. We got to get down here to make this work. We know this. And there it is. See that? That's what the Bears want to do right there. But usually the Bulls will try to pull us back here. So if the Bears are strong enough to flush this, it's going to happen right here, guys. It's going to come down. Okay, and we want this to come all the way down to about 500. We want it to pull all the way down to 496. But to get to 496, we have to stay under 530. Okay, if we don't stay under 530, it will not work. 530 does come down to 496, and it will breach the 14. You got to get 14 next and 14 would show this to go to 96. Wink a grand, boom, out. You know, if you get a grand, great. 1,800, 3 grand's fine. But we want 96 now. We want to see it come down. See, guys, you got to be quick. Take your money, get out. Because now you just seen what I'm talking about, right? We're looking for the same trade, 30 short. Can we get the 30 short to hold? Now the bulls know that we want 30, and they're going to try to go long with 30, okay? So as long as we can get 30 to stay down here, we can trade this short. But if we don't, you can always look long, guys, at 30 also. You can look long if you want to. Start seeing the pullback. Catch that long at 30. But remember, 35, 36, 37, you got to be looking to get out of that shit. 14, guys, is a good place for us to break. It really is. The bears don't, well, retail don't know it, but the big money does. 14 is the break of 96. 496. 14 to 496 and 496 to 479. There's your 96. Now it's 79. So see, guys, we got 4 grand. Ooh, yeah, let's go. Let's either take our money or on the pullback. See that? Boom. Or let's just wait. See if she stays under 500. Nope. Does not stay under 500 yet. So as long as she stays under 514, you can stay in this trade under 514. Okay. If she's under 514, we hold. If she breaks the 14, we just out. We're out. We get out with $1,000, 1,500, and we go. We wait for her to do it again, guys. Same place, under 30. See, look at that. Third time's a charm, maybe. So we already made 3 grand, 4 grand twice. Let's go. Let's come down here, guys, to the 75. Let's go down to the 68. Break the 67. Now we're looking for 55. Look at this, guys. Boom. 67, 55. Let's go. What did I tell you about the bears wanting the flush, guys? You got to get money and momentum. You got to get this 55 now down to 47. 55, 47, and 33. 55, 47, 33. All entries. 67, 55. Their biggest entry they got right now in the pullback will be 60. It is 68, guys. So right now, 68 comes back. They're going to try to go short again at 68. They will try to go short at 68. Or they'll go short at 74. And the pullback is going to be 95. We already know that anyway, but doesn't matter. Let's go. 10 grand. Let's go. That was nice. That's nice, guys. Let's get there. Get 8, 9 grand added to the 30 we already had, plus the 2 on the small short. So we're good. So can we get 68? Come down here, guys. Come on, Bear. See, guys, how we ran it down, but we already knew where the trades were. We knew the 16 was a good trade. We knew the under the 30 was going to kill it. Nobody out there knew the 30 was the key. Nobody. They don't know it. Guys, if they don't know the trade where it's at, to let people know, if you're following somebody and you ask them, hey, man, where's this next trade going to be? What's your trade number? If they can't answer you, you're just going to be trading them. Now, not all coaches and people know this. People use different things to trade with. Some people use a 50 MA, 20 MA, stuff like that. They're used to doing things that they used to do. So if you follow somebody and they are giving you good trades with their system, that's fine. But I don't use anything in mine. Not, that's just the way I am. So let's go. Under 30, guys. We can still hold this, but we're just going to scale out of it. We're just going to keep a bunch of money. Just keep money. We know 68 is going to push it back down. We're waiting to see, like everybody else, can we either go short again at 92 or 68? 92, 68 short. And we're just going to punch it all the way down here. And we're going to try to get the 33 to come through. 33, Okay, guys, 45 short to 33, 33, 16. No, it's 18, excuse me. 33 to 18, 18 to 12. Temporary bear levels. Imagine that. Let's go. We just want to get this 33 again, but so we need like, well, the Bears got a bunch of shorts down here, guys. You can go 55 short, 47 short. Now these are caps. Don't mark these on your chart. It's just gonna mess you up if you do. So you've got like 55, 47, 31, 33. Then just cap it. Just cap it 18 down here. It's beautiful. I think we're trying to get the 18, guys. Where's the cap? Where do these people think? What are they thinking? What are the Bears thinking, guys? Where's that target? Where's that low target they want? Well, I can tell you. The low target the Bears want is 361. 361 is their low target. And the reason why I say that, and you can mark 361 on your charts, guys. 361 is a place for some today, but just take it off at the end of the day. But 361 will pound this and down to about 316. Isn't it kind of funny? Our 16s are kind of weird today. Every time I turn around, it's a 16 low. There's 16K too. Thank you. So we just got 16K. 410 guys down to 398. 398 down to 384. Oh, how are we doing in the room today, guys? We're getting some feedback. Let's go. 398 guys down to about 86. We want 86 coming through here, guys. We got to get 86 low here. Come on, let's go. 86. So we had 30K on the screen this morning. Then we got 20, 22. We done made 50K today. Let's go. Look, guys. What I tell you, where my target was 360, 367. Now I'm going to go down to 360 if I can. 60 is my target. Look at this. There's my 67 right there. We hit it already. We called this target up in the 400s, guys. 360 now. Look, if you break 60, hold on. Hold on to your hat because we're coming all the way down into the 300 range. 3 that came out here. Woo. There's a reason I marked this for us because I know it's going to come back here sometime. If we can get 360 to break, guys, this thing is going to jump all the way down to 315. I'm thinking right about there, that yellow line. 315 to 308. That's where she's going to go. So, can we get 30 again? Man, Nick, what a day, man. What a day. Gosh, no comments, guys. I've showed y'all 50 something grand. Come on, guys. What do you call it? Whoop, there it is. That's right. We don't mind tapping out early as long as we got money. Look at this, guys. $33,000 in a trade. And we've already had 33 once today. 307, guys. We got to get 307 now. So you got to come down here and you got to hit the 13 and 7 if you want to get down to 297 and 295, which will breach us to 84. And we should probably hit the 8. Okay. Now we're getting there low. So what you got to do is you got to look left. You got to look left. Left. Where's the low? Where's the low? Right there. See this low? This is the low you're concerned about. This is where the bull fight won't stop us at 49, 249. So if we can get to 249, I expect a reversal. But if we don't get the 249, where is that reversal? It could happen, guys, at 318 or 306. So, or any let's just say 297 too. So let's go from 282. Okay. So what we do is we look down here, guys, at about the 280, right about there. Okay. And we take this to right there. Anywhere in here can be a reversal. Anywhere in this box. But this is the big one right here at 60. If you can hold 60 as a bull, you will come back. But the bears also know that this is a good area for you to stay in, right? So we know we just need to stay in this box as a bear, break the box, and keep coming south. That's what we got to do. As you can see, we scale out of this 20, what, 8, 28, 28. We bought, well, we what, 20 something $1,000. Almost, yeah, we got like 22,000 out of this. It's crazy. 23. I mean, now we just got to wait for it to come down and break this yellow line to get busy again. But remember, guys, the big short here is 60 to 17. 60 to 17, right here. This line to that line is that big short. That's the gap short you have to have. Now, 17 could reverse, but you have to have that gap short, 16, 17. See that? There it is. Now, if we can hold this, 17 wants to come down to 5, 5, 97, 96, 95. So you've got to get to 95 now from 17 to make this work. Then 95 to 84 to 82. And then you got to break 82 and start breaking the 74. If you don't, guys, your longs are always going to be 17 right here. You're going to pull back 17. So we're coming down again. We got to get 85. See, the bears need to break that 81 short down here. You got to get it. Or if not, you're going to see 17 long. So we'll wait and see, I guess. Right on. Let's go. We haven't been trading an hour yet. That's crazy. Just can't believe it. 33 on one, 30 on another. We had 33 twice this morning. That's crazy. Actually, no, it was 32. Time you look at the scale. See this, guys? Right back to this line right here. So we know what are we going to put here, guys? Okay. See if I can. Whoop, that ain't gonna work. The Bulls are. Oh shoot! I'm not looking at type, guys. Crap. I always do that. Now, finally, I looked away and still type. So the Bulls are trying to save it. See, they gotta save it right here. If they don't save it, she's coming back down. So you know this 60 over here, guys, on this chart that you're looking at can be the long for that stage. That doesn't mean it's gonna hold there forever and keep going up, but that is a good place for bulls to try to get long at the 60 to try to get something, right? Because you gotta have people down here that are willing to take this trade so other people will jump in and go with it. If not, you'll see it stay down here. Because 60 is that massive short that comes down to 17, 16 down here. I'm thinking it's probably going to be 15 now, but it fluctuates. See, we could go long here and make money, but I don't want to. I can go long at 60 and then come back all the way through the traffic 400, 410, 422, just little cap places that I know it's going to go. So 10:30 today, guys, we're going to start doing like a questions and answers thing, just kind of. So we've killed this morning. Justin will be on at 10:30. Look at this. I'll keep you guys informed on the trades during those time, but we want to get to know the traders. We want to get to know where you're at in your trading journey. What's your biggest hurdle? Think about it, guys. What's the biggest question you got today? What's your biggest hurdle in trading? Most of it's going to say, I don't know the entry. What do you think you need to overcome to become a profitable trader? I have to be careful what I say on YouTube because people follow me and copy me. So I don't really try to say too much. For some reason, people love to learn from things from me and run out there and tell everybody they designed it. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. And no, somebody asked me the other day, do I trade micros? No, I'm not a micro boy. So, oh mercy. You can trade micros though, guys. I just don't. 60 short, guys. But it is a good thing to trade micros if you're trying to save an account or have a small account or you just want to go slow and build an account. Micros will help you. That's not a lie. That is true. I just don't do it for 10 years, you know. There is truth to it. Today, if you'd have followed me with a couple micros, you'd have had it made, especially on that big ass long and this huge short we got. 60 short, guys. If they can just hold 60 short, the Bears got it made. But it looks like the Bulls are really wanting to stop them at that 60. And it's weird because they don't. Let's see if I can find where they're capping this at now. Wow, that's kind of crazy. They're just doing crazy stuff. Yeah. There goes the Bulls again. You guys like this though? How do you guys like our room? How do you guys like our live? I guarantee you, we've called more trades today than anybody else on YouTube. I guarantee, especially the correct trade. We don't get there and just talk about trading. We actually show you trades. Sure. Okay, so go for the first part again. Well, first of all, get rid of the word stop loss. Guys, YouTube has told you to put, hey, okay, let me show you guys. Watch. See this screen right here? YouTube's told you to get a trade, right? And you're being taught this by all these so-called half-ass professionals. They want you to go in here and take this short, but they want you to put a stop loss up here somewhere. Why in the hell do we want to get in a trade for a loss? It makes no sense, guys. Don't use stop losses. break evens. That's what you use. If you're going to trade this right here, put a break even. Break even. You lose nothing. Stop loss, you lose everything plus more. So this is a way for people to get you to blow accounts by putting stop losses. And I'm a firm owner. I'm a prop firm owner. I own BluSky, and I'm telling you guys, the only reason people want you to use a stop loss is so you can go and hit your daily, right? That's crazy. Don't do it. Now, I use stop gains. Like, say I'm taking this trade here, and I might say I'm getting out right here on a stop gain, so I can go take a shower, whatever, comes back, hits it. It's no big deal. So that's one of the problems. Okay. The secondary part of the question was oversizing. You don't go into trades with big size guys. Think about this. We have a motto that we used to use. Okay. Most of the time, guys, what I would do is this. One, I'm going to show you, equals 5, right? 2 equals 5. 3 equals 5. Okay. Hold on, guys. 4, 5, 5, 5. Now, what does this mean? Well, there should be a line right here. But never mind. So 1 contract, 5 points. 2 contracts, 5 points. 3 contracts, 5 points. 4 contracts, 5 points. 5 contracts, 5 points. That was our design when we first started trading together. Some friends of mine and me personally, we would only go on good days, 5 contracts, 5 points, and we do it 3 or 4 times a day, no more than 4. Okay. When we first started out, we would go 1 contract and just try to get 5 points twice a day. Okay. This is not oversizing. This is actually management. Okay. So we know that when you go in here, guys, and you're looking at this, let me show you. When you go in here with this number, contracts, right? When you go with 10 contracts, you can go back and look at like at Trading View or Trade of 8, any of them. Go take 10 contracts on a sim and watch. It only takes like 4 or 5 point pullback to wipe you out, right? Whereas 1 contract takes a lot more to get you wiped out than 10. So you got to think about these numbers, guys. When you first start trading, 10, anything between 10, 5 and 10 can get you killed quick. Also, I got to close that early. So you want to stay between 1 and 3 when you're first starting, guys. 1 contract to 3 contracts, 5, 6 points, get out, and just wait for our next setup. And most people don't know how to wait for a setup because they don't know where the target is anyway, or where the entry is at. And that's the problem with trading. Entries can be a real issue because everybody wants to trade like this right here. These bulls took the 60 entry, which we already knew this was our entry, but they don't know this. These guys are going to come up here now and chase. And what's going to happen? They're going to get hurt. Okay. And this is the problem with trading. People don't know that here, this is the bull entry, right? Going up, right? Not here, where everybody's wanting to trade it now. They see green candle. Ooh, let me take this trade. No, that's craziness. Okay, because you've only got from here to here. So I'm hoping that answers part of your question. I think there was some more in that question. If Nick wants to read it back to me again, I'll answer the rest of it for you. Size kills, guys. If you oversize, you're going to die. You don't want to oversize in these markets. It was okay when I was first started trading for me to try it on a sim and learn. But in a real account, nah, 1 contract, 2 contracts. That's it. Till you build it up. And it don't take long to build, guys. Any other questions, Nick? All right, cool. So, guys, let's do a questions and answers. Anybody got anything they want to ask us? Come on, guys. Hope you guys are doing well today. We've had a lot of trading this morning. We put up 33 twice on these screens today. Over 60K in trading on a Monday. That's a lot.
Oh, what's up? Happy Monday. Good to see you,
Happy
Mike.
Monday. Good to see you.
Killer morning.
Oh yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be, but hey.
Yeah, I kind of logged on this morning and just expected a lot of nothing.
Well, I expected a tight range, but the Bears wanted to make that statement. The Bulls want to make their statement, but now the Bears have made their statement, and I think they're going to hand it back over. And I do believe the handover is going to come at 6:41. It's going to be 6:41 long and take off again. So we're going to wait.
Bulls really defended that zone.
Yeah, and I figured they would. So I drew that line there Thursday or Friday last week.
Yeah.
It's almost like a video game to me, trading.
Yeah.
We have like my little. I wish I'm going to get me some stuff on here, but we have like a little war going on here over territory, and everybody wants to be part of the territory. Where the Bulls move into the Bear area, and the Bears say no and slap us to go back down to their area. Because see, the Bears are smart, but they're not that smart. Because if you think about it, the Bears own everything down to almost 20,500, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, people don't look at that. 28.5 is way down in the Bear zone. So you're basically, as a bull, trying to recoup back from Bear area. So right now, even though we are showing, these bull moves, you're not really a bull. You're still a bear, because the bulls really don't own nothing until they cross 31,094. Okay, that's the bull zone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's crazy. And look, Here comes this 41 long I was telling you about. See, watch. It's trying to get back.
Zone. Hell of a retracement.
Yeah. See, they're going to bump this bottom.
Somebody said, sometimes I immediately go in and lose. In that case, what do I do? Change the bias?
Well, okay, so you immediately go in and lose. When you immediately go in and lose, what are you looking at to make that decision? What time frame are you trading on? How many contracts?
Mm-hmm. That's true. It could be entry. It could be just size too heavy, and you lost too much too quick. A lot of different factors.
We're trying to get 41 to fill here. We'll see if it does. Anyway, guys, it's 41 if it stays long, okay? I'll just mark it and show you. Wait for this guy to enter us back so we can answer his question.
Another question while we wait. How do you get in long, short based on your levels? What exactly are those levels you are trading? Are you able to show us?
Well, I can't show you right now because we're working on it as a process for everybody to use. And also, when I do get ready to show you my levels, guys, you'll have to be in a pretty much like a private meeting with us. We're going to take people then when we're ready. You'll either be doing a meet and greet with us on a Zoom, or you'll meet me personally. We're not going to put it out on YouTube for people to copy. I'm not that dumb.
I think he was kind of asking too, like, how do you know exactly when to execute the buy or the sell at those levels?
Well, I've just been doing it for a long time, and I know the levels are there, and it's just boom, I'll take the trade.
Experience.
This has been something I've built, guys. It took me about the last 3.5, 4 years. I just never told anybody I was building it because I knew it would happen. Because people will take your shit and run. Right. We
That's
know
true.
that. And we're not going to let them do it this time. No, 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 no.
Mhm.
This
So
will
I think
be
I know the answer to this one, but Mike, on average, how many points down would make you exit your position? I don't think you go off just points, right?
no. I look at overall bias of the trades, and the levels we're on. I mean, we know that. Like, look at this right here. Okay, so you guys know that the big level long here is 60, right down here, right? But it's also can be right here at 50, 49, right in this area. We know there's some guys down here at 49, right? 52. I think it's 49. So we know that if we got long here, this is the target here. If we hold here, we're just trying to get to where? 41, right? We're trying to get back to this box right here, right? So this is the target at 41, and this is where we got in at. So this is our pullback to hold right here. We're going to hold it. When she gets close to this, we're going to close it, right? And that's how I do it. I look at different entries where those levels are sitting, where I know that bulls have got space. And what I mean by that, guys, is space enough to move the market. So we know, look, between the 30 and 49, see this? Here's the 30 right there. That's like 28 right there. There's 30. So between the 30 and 49, okay, there's a lot of space there. It's 19 points, right? So we know if it breaks this 49, it's going to go to the 30. We don't want to get killed there. So on this next entry, which was 86, it's going to go back to 602. See the 602? There she goes. So now we're looking for spot for 615, right? So right here, guys, where she's sitting at is that next long. Okay. The next long from 16 goes to 41. So if we get in at 16, where do we want to stop? We want to put our gains at 601. And now this comes up to right here. See this? Now, if we would have come back up here and hit this and started pulling back, we know we can't survive at 601, but we still got in down here, guys. So we're still good. We got 601 down to 81 and down to 64. So to me, if I'm getting in down here, way down here, and I'm way up here, I'm going to half it somewhere, probably about right here, right about there, right about this area, and just keep my money, right? Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah. Let me know if that doesn't make sense. But definitely based on the chart, not just based on a random number.
Yeah, it has to be based on numbers. Go ahead.
No one-on-ones at this point. If that changes, we'll let you know.
Yeah. Did he say no longs? Yeah. The only long we really need is to get back to about 616. That's the long we're looking for. Because if it don't get to 616 today, Justin, she's not going to reverse. She's not. Just going to play game. You would need 616, guys, to hold. 16 to 20. Anywhere between 16 and 20, we're going to get a hold. If we don't, we're going to keep seeing it go down here and probably touch down to 49.50. 49 is short, down to about 31 short's a good one. But it's just crazy. All right, guys. Any more questions? Got 20 more minutes of my day. Surely.
No more questions right now. If you have any questions, let us know, guys. That's what we're here for. We're already pretty much done trading for this session.
616 long. But we just can't get there, I don't care if we get there now because we've already killed it. We absolutely murdered this chart this morning.
Here's another one. Isham says, how do you know if a level holds or not?
Well, if it crosses over and goes green, guys, it's going to hold as long as it reaches the second level. See, we get in an entry. Okay, so look at this entry. So, guys, 602 is an entry, correct? It has to hold 616, right? 616 is an entry that has to hold to 633. Get it? That's how we know. So if you see 602 go long, it has to hold the long at 2. And why? Because it draws back to 16. The 602 long fades back down to the 85 short. So this is what I'm talking about, knowing my level. So I know I can go 60 long, 602 long, back to 616. 602 short goes down to 585. So that's how we play it in between. See the 585 trying to come down? See? Right back to 602. It's either here we have two choices. You either long at 602 to 616 or 602 short to 585. Watch how it plays out right here, guys. Just watch how it plays out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. 602. 602 short, right? If it don't get to 585, it's going to pull right back to 602. If it don't go long at 616, it pulls right back to 602. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Gravitation, man. It has two levels on each side, long and short, but it has to go to one and hold to go higher. If it doesn't, it tips back, goes to the second one, almost gets there, and goes right back to 602.
Somebody said, Alejandro said, when you say a level, it's a short and a long. How do you get your bias to get long or short? Like basically, how do you pick long or short at a certain level?
Every level in the market is a long and short. Okay, it depends on what the candle's doing. So we know. Well, it actually depends on what the bears and bulls are doing. So right now, the bulls are trying to take this market back. We know that at 616. So we're not really looking at long and short anywhere else but 616. So it just depends on the day and where we're kind of at. Because sometimes it's going to be long all day or short all day, right? Today's a whipsaw day. So now, look, there's the 85, guys. It just tapped it. It went 602 down to 85. And now she's going to come back up to 602 or go back to 85. Because what the bears want is the 602 short to 85, 81, and 81 short, all the way down to 67, 64. And you'll see it. There's 64. See it? Now, if they can't hold 64, this pulls back to 81 and 85, right? And what I like is when you can show it.
Mm-hmm. Then somebody said, first time here, do you strictly trade NQ?
Yes, I do. I've learned, when you guys, I used to trade multiple charts. I had oil, gold, silver, copper, NASDAQ, Dow, all these on my screens, and I traded them. But you know what? I finally decided, hey, learn one chart, learn how it flows, learn how it works for that particular instrument you're trading, and you don't need to trade anything else. You don't. Unless you're going to short, I think gold and oil are shorting. Unless you're going to short some oil, but soon that oil is going to go long again.
Well, NQ has like a million setups a day. There's no reason to look at other charts if you're going to trade NQ.
Now, this is a money making machine right here.
Literally,
it's a freaking ATM. If you learn the NQ, this is the master. To me, I think the NQ is the beast of the market. But if you've learned to trade this, you're going to make more money in the NQ than you're going to make on anything. I love the NASDAQ. It's my favorite. But I've been trading it for 10 years. Nope. The coffee's done. Go back to water.
Well, first time here. Welcome in. Welcome in. We hope you stick around.
Yeah, we'd love to have you stick with us. You don't see this kind of trading on YouTube anywhere else, guys. They sit and talk about trading all day. Anyone can talk about trading. We know this. But right now, I'm thinking these bears are probably going to slow down here a little bit because, we're not getting a lot. We're just getting some moves. But remember, we did this earlier this morning when we were over here, guys. We did the same thing, up and back, playing around. It takes momentum and money to make the market move. So the bears do have a chance to come back down here, but I don't think they're going to get these lows again until they really, really either A, get a bunch of contracts long, suck them in and go short to kill these guys, or somebody just puts a lot of contracts in and goes short because you've got a lot of traffic down here. I think if you can't break the 514, it's never going to happen. And remember, guys, 514 is a good place to break to be low, and 616 is a good place to go long. 616 is our long right now, 616. Now the reversal longs are, down here at 496 and 515 and 531. So if it comes down to 531 and it doesn't hold, just take a long there and go back up some. And that's what we do. In days like this, guys, you'll see these bulls like to stack contracts against these guys. See, they're coming short. So we'll wait till them to come all the way down here to about 21, right? Let's just show you. I'm going to show you guys. Watch. We'll go long here, right? If they get to 95, we're going to go long there. We're going to go long at 24, and we're going to go long at 30. Okay? 24. Right? We'll go long at 24. We'll go long at 16 down here. And 24. And 30. We're going to go long 16, 24, 30. All right? There's 24 again. We're just messing around. 30. There's 30. See this, Justin?
Mm-hmm.
This is called stacking against the bear. The bulls do it. The people with big money can stack and make money, but you got to be careful because it will murder you if you know what you're doing. So now we're going to stack the 12 and the 96. If it goes down there, the 12, we're going to the 12 there. So we'll see if it gets to 96. We're going to stack another one. We're going to keep stacking 12 again. Right? We're going to stack 12, 24, 24. All right. We're going to stack 30. And look at that. See the bullback? Bingo. What do you think, Justin?
Love it. Absolutely love it.
See, guys, how you stack the shorts? This is what big money does to get this shit to reverse. They stack against the bears when the bears don't know what direction to go in, and the bulls stack against the bears stack against the bulls also. This works both ways in markets. And then now what they want to do, the bears want to see this come up here to 78 and 81 and stack again and go north and just keep piling contracts in until they can get to go to 616. Because remember, if we stack and we get big contracts in it way down here at the bottom, way down here, we keep stacking and this goes back up, we add more. This is going to reverse because of all the guys who put money into it, right?
Somebody said, what's wrong with ES? I'm going to assume they're saying Y and Q and not ES.
I don't like ES. It's too slow for me.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like you're just walking around the fair waiting in line for a ride for 3 hours. Not doing
I need that quick money.
You can see this, guys. Look at the money we just made. This is less than 20 seconds, 30 seconds here, 15K, 15
Crazy.
On a stack trade.
15 grand in under a minute. Unreal.
Nope. And we just done 33 twice. Now you got 15 to add on to it. We're just going to actually wait because if this pulls back, guys, we're going to get out at 600. I will close this at 6. But what we're trying to do is break to 16 because they want to really add contracts at 16 and 40. 16 and 40 are perfect. 16 and 40.
How's everybody out there doing today? Everybody green? We hitting some trades today? Let's see if the Bulls can push past this. I'd like to see it.
If they do, they can really push past this, guys, if they can get to 40. 40 is a place where they can gap this. If they can get to 40, they got a chance. But they got to get 16 to hold here. You got to get 16 and 602. Those are keys today, 602 and 16. You got to have those. And we just want to stay above like 602 because 602 comes down to 585 and 578. We don't want those. The 40 is perfect, though. If we can get 40 to hold, this might have a chance because 40 goes all the way to 64. That's 24-point trade from 40 to 64, and they know it. But see, guys, how you can stack. I can teach all stacking, but it's going to be a little while. But once you learn how to stack trades against bears and bulls, you can absolutely destroy these markets.
Somebody asked, do you use level 2 data?
No, I do not. Don't need it. Only data I use is the data on my screen. I'm just a raw trader, price action only. And it's funny because I got, people look at some of my trades and stuff when I post them, and some of the bigger companies are like, wait, how are you doing this, bro?
Oh, here we go, Bulls. Let's see if we can rip
40.
it. No,
Can
there
we
we
get
go.
64?
Look how quick that gap was once we hit 40.
Yep. Should be 64. We'll see if it goes and holds. So we'll see if we can get that. 40. 40 is a beautiful thing, man, if you can get 64 out of it. Because 64 wants the gap. 64 goes up and tries to hit that 73. I think it's like 70. It could be 75, but I like the 73 better. We just got to get our target is 64 for now. There, just past that one. Well, there it is, 64. see what I mean, guys? We just took that 40-64 area and smoked it at 20K. So today we got let's see, 33, and 20. Woo, can we go back to 30 again for the third time today? That'd be crazy.
I'm up $2,000 with you on micros.
Well, that's awesome, bro. That is, like I said, tell these guys, micros aren't bad if you're trying to build an account. You can make some good money out of them. 84 long, guys. 84 has to close out the 94. We got to get 84, 94 to get 96 here. So now your job is to get 64 to 94. Okay. So what the bulls want to do, and retail don't know this, is you got to get from here, guys. You got to get this 64 to 94 right there to keep the market moving. Okay. 64.94. See how things come into play that you don't see, Justin? People don't see this in real time. Yeah. What if there was a way that we could take what I do and put it in real time? You could see every little area you had to be or not where you need to be, where the longs are, shorts there, where the shorts are sitting, all that stuff. It'd make trading so much simpler. right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is a dream that I have, guys. I want to be able to put something on a screen that you can see, like this over here, like this kind of stuff that says, "Hey, this is the box you need to break. Once you break this, you're going to gap." Right?
Mhm.
Because now you are going to gap at 94. You're going to gap from 94 all the way up here to probably right here, right in this area. So that's what we're looking for.
Somebody
This is
said,
the
"What platform do you use?" That's Ninja Trader, right?
yes, Ninja Trader. I use Ninja Trader, TradeAvate, Trading View, Trade C. Let's see, which other ones am I using? Quant Tower, Trade Station. I got 9 platforms, 9 or 10.
How many micros? I'm assuming you're asking me. That was with 5 micros. I'm still in. So we'll
It's
see
awesome, bro.
see if it goes.
Yeah,
I
because we're trying
trimmed
to
out
get.
a little bit, so
Yeah, we're just
we were
trying to get
running.
96, guys. 96 is where Justin is trying to get to, guys. Because if we break 96, we know we're probably going to get that pivotal move from 96 to 715. Okay. We'll see if we can get 96 here, guys. See the little box? Isn't that beautiful?
And Mike, that's why I love the NQ also. Like literally less than 5 minutes, low risk, up a couple grand. You cannot beat that.
Yeah. It's awesome.
There's not too many things you can trade and get that kind of fast money.
And where it's going to get dangerous for us, guys, it's going to be the 33. We've got to watch that 33 pullback. If it doesn't break the 33, we stay long. Okay. If it doesn't break the 33, 633, we just stay long. Stop gain 633. We don't do short. We don't do the stop loss. Stop loss is crazy. It's just a way to give money back that you shouldn't have gave back in the first place. Break even trades, guys, will always save your account. Never use a stop loss. Break even or a stop gain. And by stop gain means you're gaining money you've already got up here. Stop gain. Down here, break even. Now, if you want to be today, if you want to be like conservative, you could probably put your stop gains, like right there. If you want to be aggressive and just walk away and take a shower, it's 33, right? You're still going to make money. It's going to pull back a little bit, but when you start making money, guys in the market, 5 grand, 6 grand, whatever, and you see that, you walk away, and as long as you're still getting, say you got a trade that went to 8,000, you left it long, you put your stop gain in, but you're still getting 6 out of it. You went to a shower. That's no big deal. 6 grand a day is some good money, man. Right? 6 grand a day keeps the job away. Let's go 94. It goes to 94, Justin. 716 target. Can we
Going.
get
Let's
to
go.
the
Let's go,
16?
Mike. Let's go.
Come on, 16. Let's go. 716, guys. What we're looking for. 716 and 718. 1618.
The money printer is on.
Yes, it is. 1618. We break 18, we're probably going to gap again. More than likely, these bulls will try to get to 32 if they break the 18. So if we break the 18, guys, can we get to 32? There it is. There's your 16. Just called it. There's your 18. Just called it. Now, can we really move here from 18 to 32 and make us real happy? Right? But we're not. So we pulled back. But don't worry about the pullback. Pullback is a big pullback. It goes back to 94 to scare you out of this. Okay. They want to scare you at 94, but they really want to get that 33, and they just did. Look at that. They hit the 33 perfect. And we just got 30 grand again on the day. 3 times today.
Insane.
Third time at 30K. Unbelievable. 33, 33, and 31. That
Do
is
you have any
amazing.
levels around like 760 or so?
741 and
741. Okay.
755 and 760. Yep.
Okay,
55,
cool. I
55,
have
60,
760
40.
marked.
Cool. Ta-da. That was beautiful, man.
Love it.
I'm happy. That's a nice trade, guys. If you're still in it, you're good to go, guys. It's time for me to get off. So I scaled out that, closed it at 30 because I wanted that even 30. So 33, 33, and 30 on the day. So 96K.
Beautiful stuff. Let us know if you made some money if you're still in the trade with us.
We posted
Always fun watching
96,000.
you, Mike.
Do what?
I said always fun watching you trade, Mike.
I know, man. I love this stuff. It's just really like a big game, and you just got to try to beat it, you know?
And guys, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. I'm gonna stay on and hang out through the lunch hour. So stick around. I'll be back in like 30 seconds when we take a break.
All right, guys. Hey, have a nice day, everybody. I'll see you back in the morning. And remember to share, like, subscribe, and let people know we're here. Thank you guys for coming in. Come in tomorrow because we might do a giveaway if we get 100 people in the room. So just let us know.
Love that.
All right, bye, guys.
That's it. All right, team, what's up? I am back. If you want to stick around and make some more money, let's try to do that. I'm still holding these longs from, I don't know, what, 10 minutes ago I got in. Printing pretty nicely. So I'm kind of just chilling with my stops up here. If it does come down, I'll get out. But I want to see if we can just ride this baby all the way up. I mean, I'm looking for like 760 plus. This will be great. But we'll see. We'll see. If anybody is in longs with me, let me know. Let's ride this to the bank. This is actually the first. Well, I took partials off, but this continuation of this long is the first trade I've taken this morning, and so absolute heater. I'm just looking for bulls to kind of hold the line, hold this like 670 area would be really nice. Below that, I might cut. We can always get back in. This is kind of the top of the bull area, so I want to see if they can push it out. But if you look out, if you zoom out to the 4-hour chart, we are in a pretty big consolidation zone from overnight. So that's why a lot of people thought we were going to range this morning. We did get some big moves, so that's good. I know Mike caught the majority of it and made a stupid amount of money. But yeah, I want to see if we can just get some continuation. The structure is semi-bullish because we kind of broke out. We're holding this level. So let's see if we can push past 730, 760, maybe right up to 800 or so. Is Mike coming out with training on some levels? I hope so. I don't know. I know he's trying to figure out how to do it, but it's probably very hard to explain. Something he's worked on for a while. And we don't want to give it out publicly for everybody. So we want it to be for BluSky people only. So, I mean, you guys will be first to know. I'm waiting on it too. If you are not in this trade, if we come down to the 650 area, that would be a killer area to go longs. Definitely a big pivot, bull bear pivot point for me. Obviously, I want us to push because I am and still in longs. So bulls really need to get over the 730 area. We can push over 730. Be a really nice play. We are up very nicely this morning now. I think what might put up like 100 grand this morning. That is just bonkers. And I agree with him. NQ over ES for me because I got some degenerates in me. I like the rush, moves fast. ES, I started trading with ES on futures, and it's not as exciting. I think you have to use more leverage, or it's one of those where you just kind of set your plays and walk away. But if you're sitting here trying to actively manage it, it's not as fun. Yeah, public video. That's the thing. Like Mike's brain works differently. It's all in real time. So I don't know if you can like code it to an indicator because it's just dynamically changing all the time as the chart changes, which is how you trade. You have to adjust to the chart, be dynamic. But I will be on here going into the lunch hour. 12:30, something like that, depending on how this goes. And then we will be back at 1:30 to film the podcast live. If you have any topics you'd like us to talk about, shoot me a message on Discord, type it in the chat. We're kind of trying to center the podcast more around conversations rather than talking about the chart or talking about economic data. Because if you go back and listen to this in 2 weeks, you're not going to care that ES is at 29,635. It doesn't help you at all. So we're going to try to make it so these episodes you can just tune into, listen to, something about the psychology side, part of our journeys, talk to other traders, things like that. Trader Pro not opened. That stinks. I don't use Rhythmic, so is Rhythmic down or something? I don't think so. All right, let's see if the bulls can hold here. This is bullish structure, but we tapped the 730 level quite a few times, couldn't break through. So under the 675 level, I might just take my money and run. Can always re-enter. but killer trade so far. Currently up a little over 100 points. Not bad, not bad. I see somebody said, what size account are you trading with? If that's Mike, I mean, he's got a big boy account. I like the 200 and 300K BluSky accounts personally, though. A lot of the communities we partner with are just exclusively recommending the 300K because they are nice accounts. And unless I'm wrong, I think we're one of the few firms that, it's not the only, that has static accounts. Those things are nice to not have to worry about the drawdown trailing you. All right, we're starting to get to that 675 level, so might just take this money. Don't want to give too much back. Yeah, let's go ahead and lock that in. So we're gonna lock in almost 100 points right there. And if it bounces, it bounces. If we do get above 730, we can play continuation. But at this point, I'd like to see it come down to the 650 level. I'll go ahead and just put an order there, just in case it gets tapped in. You like the static account too, but I've struggled to pass it. So the static accounts, the way to do it, start slow. And then once you get a little bit of profit, size up and you can go for it. That's the way I do it. You don't want to come in out hot out the gate with the drawdown. But once you get a little bit in profit, then you have a more drawdown, especially with the 300K. You get a little in profit, then you have 8,000 in drawdown, 10,000 in drawdown. It's great account. So we locked in 100 points. Now we want to see if we can get a decent pullback to get longs again. But no reason to hop right back in a trade after just hitting an absolute banger. But I always do like when my levels line up with Mike's. It means that something's going to work. And it's fun to watch an absolute pro. And then today, after the podcast, we'll have the Power Hour team on, Matt and Becky, to close out the day. So, pretty packed day. Mondays are always pretty packed over here. Pretty much every day but Friday's pretty packed. And, Friday's kind of a cool down day anyways. All right, so we did just kind of stop me out just to run back to this consolidation area. Pretty choppy area, but I do think we're going to end up breaking out. And if that is the case, I will be looking for something like this and then head up to this 830 area. So if you're not in, we're looking for a re-entry, but we got to wait till the market decides if it's going to break out. And here it is. So I'm looking for a tap up to that 750, 760 area and then come back down and pick me up. So potential entries are around the 700 area. That area has been, I've taken a bunch of plays off that area in the last week or two. Or a break and hold of the 730 area, which I think is more likely. So what the market just did is it basically stopped everybody out that was trailing their in profit longs just to make the continuation and baiting people into shorts. But we know we're not looking for shorts right now. We're looking for longs. But we're not out of the woods yet in this consolidation area. We really bulls really need to break over. I'd call it like this 830 to 850 zone. If bulls can break out of that, this thing will run. This thing will run. But I mean, oh, it looks like I got tapped in already. Damn, that was quick. So look at that, quick $200 already, 5 micros. Now let's see. This is where you either take your money or you play a little bit risky and see if we're gonna break out. I'm gonna see if we're gonna break out. So there's 30 points. 30 points in 30 seconds. Love it, guys. Love it, guys. Was lost without Friday. I've been trading much better when can follow you and Mike. Yeah, I mean, Mike doesn't trade Fridays. I mean, a lot of big time traders just they're done. There's no reason to trade. You made your money already. Start the weekend early. You know, a lot of people call it F round and find out Fridays, you know. All right, so we're rejecting that 730 level. That's why I mentioned that's an area to take profit. Now, it could potentially run all the way back to entry. And we're starting to get into the lunch hour. You know, 30 points ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. But I want to see if this is going to actually break out or not. And if it goes a little red, it goes a little red. I mean, I already made a ton of money on that last trade. I'm really looking to see if this 700 level holds. If that goes, we cut, and then we look around the 675 level, see what we want to do. But it's pretty pinned right now. For the last 20 minutes, the market really hasn't moved. Okay, here's 700. Let's see if we want to get out of here or not. Yep. Looks like we're going to take an out. Let's see if we get some candle closes under here or something. I'm still in, but barely. Just kind of holding on for dear life with this stop loss area. Okay, that was close. That was close, guys. We're just dancing around this area. The 675 to 730 area is it's not the best area. I have a feeling this is going to take us out. Yep. We're going to get taken out there for a tiny loss. So we hit TP1, then came back to entry, basically, stopped us out. Now we're most likely going to run to this 675 area, which I can almost bet you we are. Now the question is, do we want to take a play there? And let's go ahead and take a play. We're just trading micros at this point. All right, so we should get tapped in. Oh, man, I missed us. Damn. All right, so now bulls just want to get over the 700 level. Over 700, we're going to run to 730. This holds, we should get a push out of here. I'd be surprised if we didn't. But bulls need to get over the 730 area. Oh man, that literally missed us by like 4 points. Ran right to target. It is what it is. No big deal. No big deal. Now 7:30, and there's 7:30. It's pretty cool to watch. So as soon as you break these zones, the market just runs to the next one, just grabbing liquidity, bouncing around key levels. That's all it does. Market just runs from level to level, and there's the breakout. Oh, that would have been nice to get picked up there. That would have been a killer play. All right, let's see if we can find another entry. Tempted to try the 700 again, but 700 is not as good of a hold as the 675, 680 level. So I'm not going to touch it. But you see that? It ran from here, broke through 700, ran right to 730, smacked it back down. Where did it run to? 700. So we know these are pretty key levels at the moment. And if you guys have been sitting here since 9:15, remember to drink some water, stretch your legs. There's been times where I've looked at the clock and I'm like, holy crap, it is 3 o'clock already, and I haven't gotten up all damn day. No water, no food. Like, I need to do something. Everybody have a good weekend. I got absolutely fried by the sun. It was brutal. Spent like 6 hours at the pool yesterday. All right, now right back to 675. Now that I'm seeing we rejected, and that strong rejection, I have a feeling we're going to break down and run to about the 650 level. And if you want to go short and you want a sniper entry around that 700 area, we might get a retracement to there. It's not a bad play. All right, doing as we speak. Nice. Let us know if it's your first time here. If you have any questions about, BluSky, about trading in general. So now that didn't happen, this is kind of what I like to see. I think we're stuck in a range, and that's fine. But something like this, I don't know, something like that maybe. Kind of what I'm looking for. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. So your entry is around the 700 area. This is kind of one of those, like, I hope I get picked up if it's going to break down entries. What I don't recommend is marketing in when we're chopping in a range, because these 30 point, 40 point, 50 point ranges, they're going to eat your stops up, and then you'll just take small losses over and over and over again. Okay, so we're in. So let's see if it's going to blast the 730 or not. If it just keeps ping ponging 675 to 730, like I don't really want to touch this area. It's just not high probability. But hopefully we break down here. If not, it'll be like $100 loss or so, which isn't bad. All right, came back to entry. Now it's gonna run to 730. This holding, this is just a nasty 50-point range, 60-point range. So let's cut that. This is gonna come and tap 730 now. I'm just doing the same thing over and over and over again, stopping both sides out, eating people up in the middle. So when you look at the 5-minute ping pong, looks kind of gross, but you look at the 15-minute, now we're starting to get bullish structure. It's sweeping this level, but it's holding. So that 675 entry would have been killer that time. So it's holding. So this is still bullish consolidation. All you can do is try to get at the extreme lows of the consolidation area. Now we've seen it come back twice. We know this area is very important. And we know the 700 area is not as important as we thought it was earlier. So now we just want to see if they can actually push it out or if we're just going to stay stuck for – we got 2 minutes until London Power. I didn't realize what time it was. So we might see some volatility coming right here. See if they can push us out and maybe, maybe retail traders can just continue the grind up for the lunch hour. And again, guys, if you have any topics for us to use during the podcast to talk about, let me know. All right, there's the push. Let's see if they can actually do it. Remember, I got this 760 level marked out. That's what I'd love to see them touch, and then we can maybe do a continuation play. And there it goes. So that was the bull target. Now this is where it gets interesting. Can they get over? Because this right here, this whole area is going to be tough to get over. So your next target would be about 800. And this is just ripping. Just ripping. There's that volatility for London Power Hour. So now London's closed. They're at the pub. See if New York can take over. And then this 830, 840 area, that was my full target for the morning if bulls really wanted to send it. If they can get over 875, game over. Oh, and remember I was speaking about Fridays being light. It is a holiday Friday, or 4th of July is on the weekend. So the 3rd basically is going to count as a holiday. So take the day off. Don't trade it. Market's basically closed. Yeah, technically it's open till like noon or 1, but there's going to be zero volume. It's not even worth it. I've noticed that those kind of days are they're always boring. But they're either the slowest grind days or just absolutely flat because there's no market participants. So, you know, start the weekend early, enjoy the 4th of July if you're in the United States. Have some drinks, grill out, do all the American stuff. So let's see if this 760 area is going to hold for the bull side. I'd like to see it come back to 730, but it might be gone. I don't want to chase way up here just because the target is only like 800, 820. It's not that good of a risk to reward. But this is the time of day where, you know, we need to start scalping. 20, 30, 40 points, you know, take your green. The home runs do not come during lunch hour. Every time I try to, you know, grab a hold, try to hold for like full targets or like extended targets during lunch hour, I usually get smacked out, stopped out at break even, or it runs the TB1, hit stop, you know, same old song and dance. So I have an entry at 730 right now just to see if I get lucky and get picked up. I don't know if it'll do it or not. But we'll see. We'll hang out here. We'll try to catch a trade or two. Does anybody have any plans for the 4th? Kind of curious what you all are doing. I am going to go travel and see some friends. Traveling's going to be a nightmare, though. That'll not be fun. But you know what? It is what it is. So bulls are defending the 760 area. I'm kind of surprised that it's not coming back down. Pool party picnic every year. See, that's how it's done. Get in the water, grill out, have some drinks. Stay close to home. You don't have to worry about anything. That's the smart way to do it. I'm doing the opposite. I'm getting on an airplane. I'm going to a concert. All the things that are going to be difficult with tons of people around. But I do think Saturday we're going to be doing a little pool party, or Sunday we'll be doing a pool party. So that'll be fun. Seeing a band called Goose up in New York. Pretty excited about it for that. I bought these tickets like 6 months ago. It's a cool venue I've never been to, so it'll be fun. All right, here's the dip I'm talking about. Let's get this 730 tap. Now, if this does break through 730 and runs right to 700, we might as well just log off for the lunch hour because it ain't gonna be fun. But this should get filled. This order, the 730 order. So we missed by a couple points there. Yeah, definitely funky fun. That's for sure. Be fun. Going with a bunch of friends. Oh man, we got missed by a few points on that one, and it already ran to target. Ah, that's 2 plays of missed by like what, 3 or 4 points? That's a bummer. All right, so that play is basically gone. I'm gonna keep the order open just to see if I get lucky, but I don't expect it anymore. Need to break over 800 basically now for the bull side, and the bear side just needs to defend this 730 level. Ah, man, I hate when that happens. It's twice. But I'm just gonna keep the order open. There's no reason to close it. Maybe I'll get lucky. That was clean though. That was clean. Made 1,100 trading 75% 1 MNQ. And see, people laugh at micros, but they absolutely pay. I mean, also look how much NQ has moved today. We've gone from 800 to 280, and from 280 back to 800. That's 2 500-point moves. If you traded 1 MNQ and you happen to catch that, you'd be up over $2,000 with 1 MNQ. That's insane. Like Mike said, the NQ, if you're right, I mean, it just prints money. It just hands it out. Do I try a 760 entry, guys? What do you think? Do I try it? This is the breaker structure area. What do we think, team? Do we take a risky play, or do we just wait for the safe play? Or do we layer in? I don't really like going full size during lunch hour. It's just not high probability setups. So we got about 20 minutes till the lunch hour officially starts. $760 is trying to get me to hop in there. This is now, we have now broken out. Would have loved to get picked up here, but I missed by a few points. That 730-ish entry. Literally missed by a couple points, and now it's gone. Damn. She gone. If you are in longs, I'm looking for 825. Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of chase this up. So I'm going to put an entry around that 760 area, a little bit ahead of that, just so I get filled. Kind of an aggressive play. Is anybody long right now? Kind of curious. I missed my entry twice. So this is probably going to run to 825 now. So my entry I'm trying to get filled is 772. Not expecting to get it filled. If we tap 825 and reject pretty heavily, I might just cancel. And remember, we do have that good sale going on Propel accounts, the 100, 200, and 300K accounts. $120 off. So you can get 100K for $100 or 200K for 150. Those are pretty good deals. And there's no activation fee or anything on those accounts. Here's the code if you want to grab one. Let's see if we get picked up here. Kind of boring so far. Did we tap the 825 or did we get close? 3 points away. Man, market is like edging all my levels. Kind of just chopping in between zones now. All right, so we should get picked up this time. I would have loved to get picked up on the last drop, but I'm kind of rounding. This could potentially, we're only on the 3 minute, but can anybody tell me this pattern it's forming? It's a small time frame. Ooh, that's ugly, ugly drawing, but probably going to be something like this. Head and shoulders is the answer. Looks like our head and shoulders might be forming. It's only the 3 minute chart, so take it with a grain of salt because on the 15, this is a bullish structure, 1000%. Slightly bearish on the 3 minute. This could be a head and shoulders on the 5 as well. And then the 15, you know, it's holding structure. So let's see if we get picked up, get filled, and just continue the rocket ship. But man, what a morning. Just talk about shaking everybody out that was in longs just for it to break, you know, V-shaped recovery. Just, all right, stopped everybody out. Everybody went short, and then boom, rocket ship back to longs. Both sides eat. But market has really slowed down going to the lunch hour. Got about 9 minutes until lunch. Lunch hour starts. And speaking of lunch hour, I am getting hungry. This is the kind of trading that really tests your patience getting into this time of the day. It's just so boring. Kind of just bouncing around. There's the 825 target finally. How long did that take to hit? Traded the chop this morning, was pretty bummed. Sorry to hear that. I didn't take my first trade until, I don't know, like somewhere around here. I don't know, where was it? It was like 10:45. It was pretty late. I don't personally like to trade the open on, well, ever, honestly. I like to wait until 10 o'clock when that 4-hour candle closes. But I really don't like Monday mornings at open. Made money, but it was not a good beginner experience. Still don't know about news and days where you should hold off. I mean, I think general rule of thumb. Oh, hold on. I gotta stop sharing my screen for a second. Sorry about that. My trading view decided to log me out. Okay, we're back. We are back. I mean, general rule of thumb, a lot of traders kind of avoid Monday and Friday mornings, but sorry. That's something that you as a trader are going to have to figure out yourself based on your journaling. After, I don't know, I'd say a couple months, you should know what days are good and what days are bad. As far as news, big news usually comes out at 8:30 Eastern in the morning or at 10 a.m. Eastern in the morning. So those are two times just to maybe generally just avoid trading. But again, you'll have to see your trading, trade as you normally would, and then after a few months, look back and see the days you are not doing well. And you can see that on the BluSky dashboard. It kind of gives you a breakdown of times and stuff like that you do well and you do bad. Because if you just go off what other people are saying, you're not them. They're not you. They don't know you. I know people that only trade New York Open and then they stop when I start trading. It all depends. And so we got about 5 minutes left until I got to get out of here. I'll prep for the podcast. And then we'll be back at 1:30 for the rest of our day. So not sure if we're going to get a trade in, but this is pretty choppy. As far as what I'd be looking for going into lunch, I want bulls to just break over this zone. And it's a pretty big zone, 830 to 860. Bulls can break over that. 900, 920 would be the next target. And then, it just depends how far it wants to go. Because if you guys remember, I did mention this was 4-hour consolidation, but it was bullish consolidation. So swept everybody out, reclaimed it quickly, by the way. And now we're trying to push up for the next leg. So call it what you want, but, double bottom, I guess. You call it a W. Literally a W. Just that was a nasty sweep. That's everybody that was, long from last night got swept out, got stopped, grabbed a bunch of liquidity, and now pushing. Hopefully, if this I mean, it's not till 2 p.m., but if this 4-hour candle closes above 825, which it should, it might just be a trend day. V-shaped recovery into a trend day. But yeah, that's kind of what I might be looking for going into the lunch hour. I'm going to keep this order open, see if I just get it. But there's a good chance that this just gets smacked down and we just end up chilling here for the rest of the day. I don't think there's any news that came out. Let's try to see if there's any news that came out recently. Yeah, I don't see nothing for the last hour or two. Yeah. So unless there's some news that comes out, we might just do nothing for the rest of the day. So remember, guys, that CMO B-Day sale ends tomorrow. So if you want to grab a Propel account, or was it Propel? I think it was Orbit accounts. Nope, Propel accounts. Yeah, Propel. I like the Propel accounts. No activation fee. Take them slow, and then get paid. But guys, that is going to be it for me. I'll be back in about an hour and a half with the rest of the coaches. We'll talk what's going on this week, and then we'll talk some trading topics. But until then, stay profitable.